Alright. Hey there, YouTube. Today I will be doing a review on the D-Boy Scar. Alright. First things first, I ordered it for $145 on uh, Airsplat. Came in some rather nice packaging. BIM 4 Series. I really don't know why they put that on there. This was winter of '09. There was no heavy out. I don't believe there still is at the moment, but comes with your standard 8.4 1100 milliamp testing battery, crappy wall charger, just throw it away or give it to your ball or your cat to make into a ball of yarn or something. Some crappy BBs, your standard 1100 round high cap. Um, the rifle itself, it will have a plastic bird cage flash hider, hot glued to it for U.S. laws, and a barrel extension. All right. General overview of the gun. The flash hider. It's some plastic cement on the threads. You quite simply just have to take the towel, put it over, and then take a monkey wrench to it and twist it off counterclockwise. 14 millimeter counterclockwise threads, by the way. Threads are all gummed up at first when you first get it. Barrel extension is rather nice. The front sight, which normally would be here, which isn't here, the button that locks it in place. Everyone who I've talked to who's owned one said it just popped out. That is the same case on mine. And to add to the fact, the metal piece of metal that went there and here that held the actual front sight wobbled a ton and thus made it sort of pointless. Tri-rail system, just very good. I have cut my hands on them a couple times, but that's why they supply a foregrip, which I forgot to mention earlier. Also, it's sort of hard to see, but right here, there's these two screws that hold this front block in place. And quite simply, they sheared off. I have not researched it to see if that has happened to other people's D-Boys, but I was very displeased, and I had to take one of these screws from the front sight to get it to stay in place. The upper receiver in general is just black. For whatever reason, mine didn't come with trades. I've talked to multiple people who've had the gun and they didn't get any either. The back sight, which I don't have on here, it wiggles slightly. It's actually pretty nice though. I run it on my little crappy M4 I like to use. The rail, sorry, I am using a very crappy webcam, but they're actually numbered for ease of use. Putting your any optics on it. Charging handle, it can be there's a hex key in it. You can unscrew it, put it in the other to make it ambidextrous. Has a non-ambidextrous bolt catch, but it doesn't function. Ambidextrous magazine release. Ambidextrous fire selector, but note on that, because of this, it is a pain in the ass to put the gearbox back in the lower receiver. And because of that, mine broke. So now it's only right-handed shooters. Also, this paint gets macked up pretty easily. Once again, bad webcam, so it shows scratches rather easily. Same with the polymer. Polymer receiver, though, when I heard that it wasn't a aluminum receiver, I was a little disappointed. But this is actually really tough polymer. Like I haven't been able to break it. This has been through hell. Polymer grip with a massive heatsink, a lot better than JG's. Kudos to G Boys about on that. For the stock though, it wobbles quite badly. That's because there's 3 screws that hold in place. One on top, one at the left here, one on the opposite side that hold it in place. And they always have a tendency to come loose. They also strip very easily, which has happened in my case. By the way, the stock itself is pretty cool. It has an adjustable cheek rest, which you open the seat, reveal the battery compartment, and you can get a 9.4 in, or a 9.6, my bad, instead of the standard 8.4. But you just simply have to shave some polymer out here. It's 3 positions. It works fine, and it does fold, and it clips on this little lug here on the side. Because of the wobbly stock though, it will come back out. Be careful of that, because the wires, due to the fact this is a $140 AEG, they're exposed. I've heard quite a few complaints about the loop here that the stock clips into will bust. I have treated mine actually very carefully, so that has not happened to me, but something to bear in mind. Let me get this on here. And it comes with a rubber butt pad, which is actually very convenient and nice and comfy, but it will come out, so duct tape works fine. And then here, wait, you will see a pin, push, knock that guy out. Sorry, I was using a pin. And this little tray comes out, which you can put tools, Allen wrenches, whatever in. Except that it makes an annoying rattling noise, as I found out. Okay, that pretty much does it for the externals. As you can see here, I have my own Lepers 1x30 red dot on it. It works fine. Oh, one last note, this foregrip, it's just a standard foregrip. Pretty nice. Yeah. But on internals, I guess I'll start from the front again. It only comes with the shorter inner barrel for the CQC length. It's your standard AEG barrel. It's yeah. I don't know the specific length of it, but decently accurate. I can tell you the full length SCAR barrel is a 363 millimeter barrel. Alright, and the hop up. It's unique to the SCAR, and it uses a wheel. You twist it up to hop up. Actually, I lied. You twist it down to hop up. You twist it down to relieve pressure. Hop up bucking on this original gun is crap. Just replace it along with the nub. Just get a shark bait or something, or a blue bucking. The hop up unit itself. When I took apart the gun, the hop up unit just came out in pieces. I bought an Ecka 1 hop up unit that worked fine. No problems with that. The gearbox. I recommend, if you do end up buying this gun, buy a JG gearbox. The stock gearbox is shit. It does not have the loop for the mag release, as most M4 gearboxes use, and it has a unique air seal nozzle. But let's see here. What is good on it? The gears. They're XYT gears. They bleed grease. They're amazing. They will not give out on you. The spring. It's the equivalent in M110. It's fine. Spring guide. It's essentially the back of it is a piece of aluminum, and it has a plastic shaft. And instead of bearings or just not putting anything there like what JG does, they put 2 slick washers there. It works, but I still recommend a ball bearing spring guide. For the piston head, it's crappy, and then they use the same system to untwist the spring, I guess you could call it. Just 2 slick washers. The piston itself is crap. The 31st day I had this, it gave out. Just 5 teeth ripped out. Pieces got all in the gearbox, froze it up. And then when I called Evike about it, or not Evike, Airsplat about it, they said, ha ha, it's the 31st day, screw you. So I will never buy from them again. Bushings are metal, or not metal, plastic. Replace those immediately. And this has the worst shim job ever for an AEG. You need so many shims to get this running good. Alright, anyway, back to the gun itself. Trigger mechanism. It's iffy. Except I think mine just froze up. Yes, it did. So I'm going to have to rip that apart. Tappet plate, it's your standard AEG tappet plate. It's a little more frail than what I've seen on JG's and Echo 1s. But it works. I haven't had mine break yet. Even though, well, let's see here. The parts that I have had break on this: piston, spring guide, piston head, cylinder head, which is crap, by the way. Also, note on the cylinder, it's a Type O, but for whatever reason, when I left my piston out on my desk for a week or so, or not piston, cylinder, it rusted completely. I don't know how, but it did. Also, when you get this gun, it will look like there's elephant snot all over the place, because Bowie technicians, they just sort of smeared it everywhere and prayed it would work. And it's better than underlubing, I guess. And then for the wiring itself, the motor connectors, both of them snapped off when I took off the heatsink plate, heatsink plate for the first time. And the gearbox shell itself, it says it's reinforced. It's reinforced quite a bit at the back, but not nearly as much as you would expect at the front, which is where every gearbox I've had break it has cracked at the front. Not really sure why Bowie did that, but in short, if you want a cool looking wall hanger scar, this would be the gun for you. If you want a reliable, sweet looking gun that not many people have, go with the Echo 1. That's all I have to say on the matter. Thanks guys for subscribing. I got 30 something subscribers in one night. I'll be working on the next video as soon as I can. Thanks, and enjoy the videos.